Hi, I'm Alana. Welcome to another video. In today's video, we're doing a get ready with me for church. So, today I have a book recommendation for you. This book I just picked up and started reading it in Waterstones, and I was like, wait, I have to get this. So, it's by a man called James Bloodworth, and it's called Lost Boys, A Personal Journey Through the Manosphere. And so what this book is about this man's experience, James Bloodworth, in these underground communities of like pickup artists and men who basically like teach courses on how to pick up women. And it's so interesting. It's about like this incel culture of like pickup artistry and incels. And they have like this whole community of men who, they tend to be the kind of men who use the word females. And so he used to be involved in this community because just because he didn't understand how to talk to women, which is like surely a common plight of young men, but some of them get caught up in this manosphere. So he goes into detail about his experience in the manosphere and with these like pickup artists. And so they run courses and seminars, and some people pay one of them costs £2,000 for a 3-day seminar where you basically allegedly get taught how to speak to women. And one of these seminars he went to, it's literally just the blind leading the blind. And so this guy who claims to be an expert in talking to women, he takes them out to a nightclub, and then he basically forces them to go up to women and talk to them, and they're not allowed to leave until they either kiss the girl or get her number. And so obviously all of them get brutally rejected the whole night. And because none of the techniques are good techniques. They're all just trying to brute force their way into women, basically. And it's a really, really interesting, entertaining, riveting book. I think it's also a very important book because I feel people outside of this community, we don't know and we don't hear about the people inside this community. And so yeah, but then he goes into this one story of this guy called Lyndon Mcleod. And Lyndon Mcleod wrote this book. Lyndon Mcleod wrote this book called Sanction. And it was a work of fiction, but it was about this guy called Lyndon Mcleod. So Lyndon Mcleod wrote this book with a fictional character called Lyndon Mcleod. And in the book, the fictional character is basically rejected by women, and so he grows resentful towards society, and then at the end of the book, he murders everyone. And this book became really popular among the incel community, and some other incels had Lyndon Mcleod on their podcasts to promote his book, because I guess it's a common experience among these young men who feel rejected by women. They were able to relate to this book, and so this guy received lots of praise in this community for his book, but then he actually ended up shooting a bunch of people, and two of the people he shot were actually named in the book prior to the shooting. So yeah, so I guess that's an example of the worst case scenario of these pickup artist and incel communities. But it's a really, really well written book. It's really interesting and exciting, and it's actually quite shocking and horrifying to read how these men talk about women. Some of the pages are just whoa. But I really loved this brilliant book, Lost Boys, A Personal Journey Through the Manosphere by James Bloodworth. So, thank you for getting ready with me for church today. You're beautiful, you're perfect, I love you, God bless you. If you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.